Wait, what are they saying now? More food stamps in November as they magically found more money? Yeah, exactly. The USDA issued a separate filing late last night saying, we actually can send out more money to beneficiaries, except it's going to be at the expense of other beneficiaries. Are you confused yet? Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to explain all of it for you here in this video, and I also do have this article right here, which I'm going to pop up on the screen in just a minute, so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they're saying here, and I'm going to explain the details of this. This is getting to be very, very weird. One day they say, oh, we can't send out anything. The next day they say, don't worry, we'll send out some money. The next day we get another message that says, we're not going to send out anything. And then now we get this, we can send out some, but I guess we're going to send out a little more. And oh, by the way, millions of people will get nothing in November whatsoever at all. That's also highlighted here in this article, which we're going to talk about. Like, does anybody have a clue what is going on and who's running the show here? It seems a little odd, right? By the way, I'm going to explain all the details for you here in this video. And again, I'm going to pop this article up in just a second so you can read it for yourself and see exactly what's going on here. Now, again, I just want to say this much. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I know that it's a very uncertain time. I know that it's very confusing out there. I know a lot of people are very scared or worried with the situation about this. And again, thank you so much for being part of this community. I sincerely appreciate it. Please remember, I am here on your team. I'm here to help you. I'm here to advocate for you. I'm here to do anything I possibly can to help you through this time right now. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not done so, please consider subscribing. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. I really appreciate it. And again, I'll be here for you every single day as this information is hitting the wire and explaining it for you. Anyway, let's pop this up right here, right now. Feel free to read through this. If you're confused after like 3 sentences, I don't blame you. Anyway, let's talk through the details about this. Okay, so late last night, USDA sent in a separate filing. Here's what they found. They actually discovered that they actually do not need to cut benefits by 50%, but rather only 35%. In other words, what that means, they can send out 65% worth of benefits to beneficiaries rather than 50% as they originally said. So they're suggesting roughly 15% more benefits for most beneficiaries. However, they also mentioned here in this as well that, oh, by the way, because of the way that SNAP benefits, food stamps, are calculated for the household, there's actually about 5 million households that are going to get absolutely jack. In other words, nothing, nada. Okay, so this is an interesting situation because just the way that this benefit program calculates a household's eligibility and basically the amount that they're going to be receiving, if a household has any income, basically any income whatsoever, their benefit gets reduced. They're no longer eligible for the maximum benefit. Well, this is putting about 5 million households into a category where they're going to get nothing whatsoever, nothing. So not just a partial, but rather zero, about 5 million households, okay? Now, they also found that they can actually send out a little bit more money because originally maybe they didn't realize that millions of households were not going to get anything. Therefore, it frees up a little bit extra money to send out to the households that do have some money coming to them, and they can increase that payment from about 50% as the partial up to about 65%, therefore resulting in only about a 35% reduction to the monthly benefit. Yeah, still, yet, like I said, are you confused about all this? Exactly, right? So anyway, you can see all that there in that article that I had for you, so you can read it for yourself, okay? Now, here's what else is interesting about this. These states are sending these payments out. Now, yesterday, I was out in a live stream as well, and I pointed out that, like, hey, some states are sending this out. Watch your EBT cards going forward. Pay attention and just kind of keep an eye on this because states across the country are sending out payments this week. Many more are on the docket to send out benefits next week. And then again, as I mentioned in the live stream yesterday as well, I said, just get ready because some states are going to be fast about it. Some states are going to be very slow about it. And it's going to feel very annoying if you're in one of these states that's very slow and you realize like, hey, every state around me has gotten their benefit already and we're still sitting here waiting. What's going on? Well, that's kind of one of the major downfalls of the food stamp program is that Don't get me wrong, great program, helps out a lot of people. It's federally funded, but yet it's state administered. In other words, what I mean by that is that the federal government, as in USDA, basically sends all the money to the states, and then the states take their time and they basically allocate that money to the respective beneficiaries and send that money out. Well, as of late on Tuesday, the USDA did send out the issuance charts to the states so that they could start using that to figure out how much money does each respective household and essentially beneficiary get with the new payment amount, the partial payment. Again, it was 50%, just as of yesterday, it was 50%, and now it's going up to either 65% or basically $0, and some people may get less than 65%. But it's going to be really dependent on a variety of factors like your household size, your income that you may be having, and some other factors as well. But essentially, you're going to be getting, a partial payment anywhere between probably like 50 to 65%. Or if you have some income in your household, you may get a whole whopping $0 from this whole situation. So yeah, it can be very, very confusing. Now, again, the best way to solve this problem, the best way to move forward with all this and make sure that everybody has the necessary funding that they need and to make sure that everything is hammered out and that everything is all good to go is just literally reopening the government, and then all of that money would be basically appropriated and we'd be fine going forward, right? So anyway, it seems like they're making like a huge deal out of this thing when realistically the best solution, the best path going forward is realistically just getting the government reopened, and then all of this would be basically done and they would be fine. All of this would be solved, right? But instead they're like jumping through flaming hoops and they're like, oh, we're going to send out partial payments, 50% and then 65%. And oh, by the way, some people are going to get $0. It just seems like a lot of unnecessary confusion and uncertainty for the people that are waiting on these benefits to buy the necessary food and grocery items that they need for the week, the month, whatever it happens to be. It just seems like a lot of chaos and a lot of drama for honestly not a whole lot of money for the average household out there that is eligible to receive these benefits. And then when the government is reopened, all of a sudden all of this is hammered out. And it seems like maybe this isn't actually a problem, at all anymore once they reopen the government. So, I don't know. It just seems like rather than going through all of this back and forth, just wouldn't it seem a lot easier just to reopen the government and just kind of like push on that issue instead? Because then we know that this whole thing would be fixed up and we wouldn't have to be, in this situation anymore. I don't know. And again, this is just what we know as of now. And again, like I've been saying for literally the last week or so, every day that I've been out in food stamp type videos talking about this, I would imagine we're going to get more information sometime throughout the day, tonight, whatever it happens to be. We're probably going to get more information. Who knows, tomorrow, whatever happens to be. This is certainly not over yet. And again, this could actually drag on a whole lot longer because we could be in this issue for quite a bit longer, as in days, weeks. I mean, honestly, this could last another month. We don't know. That's kind of the problem, is that why there's so much uncertainty around this, we still don't know how long this whole thing's going to last. Anyway, I just wanted to come back for you really quickly and share this article with you. And again, I have it here. Let me know your comments. Drop your comments, your feedback, your questions, concerns, anything like that down below. I'd love to hear from you as far as what you're thinking on this. But again, as I've said before, anytime I come across new information, anytime I come across information that's out there that's impacting your money, your distributions, things like that, I'm going to bring it to you and I'm going to keep you posted with what's going on here. I hope this helps you. Again, thank you so much for watching this. I know that it's uncertain, but there will be clarity at some point. There will be much more clarity at some point. We don't know when that's going to be, but I will absolutely continue to keep you updated as we get more information on this. Again, thank you so much for watching this. Please, if you have not done so, subscribe, 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video, big share button down below. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel, the 6,000 plus videos in the video library. Otherwise, over the last couple of days here, I've had some other, food stamp type videos. Check those out. Otherwise, just stay tuned. I'm sure I will catch you again later in another video or another live stream. Whatever it happens to be, we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Have a nice afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. All right, I'll catch you again later. Stay tuned, and I'll see you again very soon.